How you guys doing today? You good? I don't really believe you. I think you just lied to me. How are you guys doing today? I don't really think that you guys understand what I'm asking you. Like, this is a loaded question. I need to know how you all are feeling today. How are you doing today? See, the reason why I keep asking you the same question, because it's always interesting to me that when I talk to young people, and even sometimes when I talk to adults, that they show a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of excitement, and a lack of want to when a speaker comes in to tell them something that can help their lives. But then it's also interesting when I used to run out of the tunnel at Ohio State, or when I was in Indianapolis playing with the Colts, and we would run out in the fire and the fireworks would go off. You got 105,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs for people that they don't even know. You go to Indianapolis, 70,000 people screaming for these people that they don't even know, these people that they see on TV. You can watch people score touchdowns. You can watch people catch touchdowns. You can watch people make big hits. You can watch LeBron James dunk the basketball, but LeBron James is not here. I don't really see him. Kyrie Irving is not in this gym right now. And so when people that you may not know well, but may have walked that same line, come in to speak to adults and young people, and you say, how are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm all right. I'm just okay. Maybe I don't know who you are because I didn't see you play. Or it's the end of practice and it's the end of the day and I have to be in this meeting if you're an old person or an older person or an adult, or if I'm a young person at the end of practice, I really want to go home right now. I have no enthusiasm. I have no life. Like, I just really want to go home and like get on the sticks and play Call of Duty or 2K or watch SportsCenter and watch LeBron catch that alley-oop again. That's what I'd rather be doing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everything that you do in your life, you have to have enthusiasm. You have to be excited. So you guys are going to hear from about 5 or 6 different speakers, some awesome guys, Scooney Penn, Doug Worthington, some other people that you may have never even heard of. But when they come in here and ask you how's everything going, you have to have enthusiasm. You have to show them that you care and you have a passion for your own life. Whether I'm talking to kids that are 7 and 8 or I'm talking to Fortune 500 companies, it doesn't make me a difference because we're all the same. Like, you either have it or you don't. You either want this or you don't. You either want to go to the next level or you don't. It's your choice. Let me fill you in on something. As I stand here and I'm raising my voice because I have to project it to you guys, I'm not yelling, I'm just passionate because at your age, what's that, 10, 11, 12 in there somewhere? 4th, 5th, 6th grade, somewhere in there. I made a decision that I wanted to be the best student and the best athlete that my city had ever seen. See, I'm from South Euclid, Ohio, a suburb of Cleveland. And at the time, nobody had ever come from South Euclid to make it to the next level. And it wasn't just me fighting that statistic of nobody ever making it, because I didn't have anybody to open the door like this one to my left. I didn't have anybody to open that door for me. I had to form my own wedge. But I formed that wedge when I was 7 or 8 years old. I made a decision then, a conscious decision. I want to go to the NFL, and I want to go to the NBA. I wanted to do both. I didn't know how. I was a kid. I was dreaming big. I wanted to do both. Let me fill you in on something else. I made a decision, but that decision was made after I was abused by my father, after I watched my mother get abused by my father multiple times, after riding in an ambulance with my mother as her face and her nose is broken. This is after learning that my superhero dad was addicted to heroin. This was after mom and dad goes through a divorce. This is after having to move from place to place because we didn't have the finances to take care of the bills. This is doing it with just my mother. This is doing it without a basketball hoop in my backyard. Couldn't afford it. This was doing it without having my own basketball or football. This was me making a conscious decision that I wanted to go to the next level, and I didn't even put on a football helmet until I was in the 8th grade. The first time I ever put on shoulder pads, they were on backwards. knee pads where the thigh pads were supposed to go, because I had nobody to tell me what to do. But I made a decision early on that nothing was going to stop me. Like Coach was saying, I wasn't going to be a person to just surrender. I wasn't going to be just a survivor. But I made a conscious decision that I was going to give everything I possibly could to be an NFL or NBA ball player, not for Roy Hall. I had to figure out a way to take care of my mother. I had to figure out a way to lay a blueprint down, to a guide, a navigation system down for my cousins and half-cousins and half-brothers to come behind me to show them that they could do whatever they want to do because their big cousin did. Because all the kids in my neighborhood in South Euclid, Ohio right now, when they see my jersey in my high school, they're like, okay, if Roy did it, I can do it. I made that decision when I was your age. So nobody in this room can tell me, oh, the kids don't need to hear this. No, they need to hear every word of it and more. You guys are the next generation. But statistically speaking, only one of you all are going to make it to the NBA. Just one, if that one makes it. Because in every state, in Texas, in Florida, in California, it's people with basketballs made of ice in Alaska that's balling right now. And everybody wants to go to the league. Kids put in all YouTube videos, dribbling with 2 basketballs and all that stuff. That's cool. But what's next? What else you got for me? What else you got? What's going to happen if basketball don't work out for you? How are your grades right now? You're putting in hours and hours, got your parents driving all around the state, flying you all around different countries, going to these different camps. How are your grades? Do your grades match your handles? Yeah, I know you haven't missed a 3-point shot in the last 30 attempts, but how many A's have you gotten on your report card? How many B's and C's do you have? And I don't care if you got a B and you know you can perform and get an A, to me that's failing. So people say, no, I got A's and B's. But if those B's can be A's and you're not putting in the effort, then it's failing. I mean, how bad do you want it? This level, listen, for 4 years I played in the NFL. 4. Let me give you some numbers. It's 7.4 or so billion people in the entire world. 7.4 billion. It's about an average of 5 NFL wide receivers on each team. You do the quick math on it, it's about 160 men. That's telling me that there's 160 men on the entire earth that could do and perform at the highest level at any given moment. Now, those 160 people do alternate based on injuries or whatnot, but there's only 160 of us. So for 4 years, I was one of 160 out of 7.4 billion. Now, I don't care who you talk to in this city. It's not too many people that can throw out a number and say that I had a chance of .000000016 of making it to the next level and actually do it. Guess what? That number is even smaller for NBA basketball players. It's 60 guys on the NFL football team. It's only about 12 on the NBA team. So you're talking about .0000000, like 10. It's not 1%. People say it's 1%. No, it's not. It's a fraction of 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 one of you all making it. The thing that sports teaches you in basketball and football, everything teaches you, the same discipline and responsibility, being attentive to time and following instructions and listening to authority, like those are all things that you guys have to carry with you forever. Now, I'm not saying give up on your dreams and start thinking about life after basketball. Your life's just starting. But what I am saying is every level, every part of your life, you have to use the same mentality you have on this court in the other parts of your life. Being a good son, like basic stuff. Like basic stuff. Cleaning your room up, putting your shoes where they belong, saying please and thank you. Having more conversation with your mom and dad outside of what the latest Kyries look like. Or you got to get the latest colorway, the new retros. Like you got to match your socks with your shorts, with your shirt, with your shoes. You're not even the best person on the team and you're worried about your shoes. It makes no sense. You don't want to do any chores around the house, nothing that's physical. The only thing you want to do is play basketball. Football was like my real first girlfriend. And then football broke my heart and broke up with me. And there was nothing I could do about it. So basketball is going to hurt your feelings eventually. It's going to get difficult eventually. You know, when you hook up with a team or a coach is not playing you, right? You're not getting the playing time that your dad said you deserve. You got to get out of here with that. If you're on this team, if you're a part of this, your playing time does not matter. Whether you play all game or no game, you're a part of a team. So you have to do what you have to do in that role. I was not always a starter. I started at Ohio State maybe 6 or 7 games. But all the time that I didn't start, I did everything I possibly could do to push the people ahead of me. Coach mentioned being a surrenderer. Let me explain those two things before I go. I know I got a couple minutes. Coach explained earlier, there's 3 people in life. And I was talking to my good friend Joel Penton about these things, and I was talking to him about these principles. I was reading his book. It's called Stand Your Ground. But it's these 3 principles. The first one, as he mentioned earlier, is the people that are surrenderers. A person that surrenders is a person that quits. It's a person that gives up. It's a person that says he wants it, but he doesn't want to work for it. See, there's work ethic and there's want ethic. And most people just have a want ethic. They're not willing to put in the work, and as soon as things get hard, as soon as they have to put in the work, they quit. They tap out when things don't go their way. Again, when they're not getting their playing time, right? They want to switch teams and go to another league so that they can shine in that league because they know they'll play in that league. When you don't get the shoes on time that you want, and mom can only afford to get you the $80 shoes, and you really want the $200 LeBrons. Like, they quit on everything. They don't finish anything. They're surrenderers. They allow the circumstances to shut them down. You ever see somebody walk in the gym and they look sweet and they start balling and they're awful and then they just get off the court? They go sit on that bench and they watch. And usually they never come back. When schoolwork gets hard, when homework gets heavy, they tap out and quit. You know, the people that throw their books, flip over the desk, start cheating and looking on other people's papers. You know that person, the person that surrenders. But then there's the person that's a survivor. And by definition, when you think of people that survive, it's a good thing. Survivors, I want to be a survivor. See, people that just survive, they're happy with mediocrity. They're okay with being average. They're okay with just making it by. They're okay with just fitting in. They're okay with just being on the team. They're okay with just getting a C. Because in their mind, maybe they could push it to a B. So it's okay being in the middle. They don't want to stand out. They want somebody to save them. That's what happens to survivors. They usually get saved. They want to ride the coattail of other people. If you ever seen somebody get saved by a fireman from a burning building, help me, help me. They come in, they save them. And what happens? The camera person comes in and they zoom in on that person and say, oh my gosh, you got saved. How do you feel? I feel great. I got saved. God is good. I got saved. But the person that saved them never gets interviewed. And all of a sudden they become a hero because they survived. I would want to get survived from a burning house, but I'd rather not be in that burning house. I'd rather be the person of significance. I'd rather be the fireman, the person that nobody's going to know, the person with the mask on that you can't see, that picks you out of the smoke because you can't see anything. I'd rather be the fireman because they're not going to interview me, but every single day I have to do the same thing over and over again, and nobody's going to even know my name. Doctors, police officers, firemen, military, people that sacrifice, and they come back to the United States from overseas, can't get jobs, have mental disorders because they keep seeing all of these graphic images, and they were over there fighting overseas in war for us so we could play basketball. People of significance. They don't care about the credit. They don't care about recognition. The only thing they want to do is help people get better. So the question to you at your age, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, however old you are, what are you doing with your basketball platform that's going to help people in the future? What are you doing with your platform? Do you have a purpose, or do you just have a platform? Or is your platform your purpose? Your purpose in this life, while you're here, even on the court, is to make everybody around you better. That's why LeBron James is the greatest basketball player in this world, because he makes everybody better. He could score 40 every night if he wanted to, but he chooses not to because he knows he needs a game like last night from Richard Jefferson, who's like a dinosaur, to come off the bench and start and make a difference and play better than Kevin Love. He needs his people around him to do that. So your little sister needs you. Your classmates need you. Your parents need you just to do the little things. They need you to be a person of significance. You got to eliminate your excuses. I said it last year, I'll say it this year, and I'll say it next year. Excuses have been, and they always will be, the crutches of the uncommitted. Excuses. If you know anybody on crutches, whatever's holding them up is also holding them back. Excuses are going to hold you up, and they're going to hold you back. And everybody else is going to get past you. Yeah, you might get rid of them and get a little bit healthy, but you try and catch those people. If I tear my ACL or blow my knee out or have microfracture surgery like I did and walk around 9 months not being able to play football, I can't catch up. I can't catch up to Marvin Harrison. I can't catch up to Reggie Wayne. I can't catch up to Pierre Garçon. I'm too far behind. My crutches held me back. Now I can grind, be gritty, and give it everything I have to catch up, but by the time I catch up, I'm tired. And they're going to leave me again. Never, ever, ever be a surrenderer. Don't quit on anyone, and don't quit on anything ever. I had all the excuses in the world to not go further. No dad, no money, mom didn't even know sports. But I kept pushing. The secret is to keep going when it gets hard. I made a decision to be the best athlete I could be. I made a decision to be the best student I could be. Elementary school, all A's. Middle school, all A's. High school, all A's except 2 C's in Mr. Serrato's Spanish 2 class, and it was a struggle. I don't speak Spanish anymore. I think they set me up. 3.86 GPA. I even got an A in home ec. I got an A in everything. Whatever the girl classes was that I had to take, I took them. Sewing, I got an A in sewing. I had a lot of marks on my fingers, but I got an A. I got it done. I was first team All-State Division I in basketball and football. Not Division 7 or 6 or 16 or however many divisions it is now. Division I, first team, All-State, 25 points, 10 rebounds a game, and I caught 60 passes. First team All-State football and basketball with a 3.86 GPA. And you wonder why Coach Tressel was at my basketball games watching me play. Not because I was sweet, because I made a decision that my life wasn't about me, and I knew no matter what anybody said to me, no matter how tired I was, or no matter what anybody in my neighborhood said, I knew I was going to make it. Because I made a decision. I made a commitment. I decided not to be a surrenderer. I decided I wasn't just going to survive a rough childhood. And I was going to make my life about other people. That's why I'm here right now. That's why I'm doing this. Trust me when I tell you, and I'm not saying this to brag, but people pay me $15,000 to $20,000 to come speak to corporate America, just like this. And I am here. I am here because I want to be. Coach Bailey, who's one of my best friends, I could have said, hey, man, can you get the parents to collect some type of donation for my foundation or whatever it may be. I'm here because I want to be for zero. See, most of the people you guys look up to, LeBron James, Nike, taking from you all this money. They took all your money. When was the last time Nike gave you something? All your shirts, Nike, Adidas, taking money. When was the last time that CEO of Nike or Adidas came to see you? I'm here to give to you. I'm not taking anything. I'm giving you all I have right now. Everything I got in the 15 minutes that he gave me to talk to you. And maybe you guys are like, this is boring, and this is whack, and this is stupid, and this is not going to help me in my handles. It's not going to help me on my shake game. It's not going to help me on my free throws. This is not going to help me with that. It's not going to help me break a press or a trap. It's not going to help me on the court, so I wish you would be quiet. But then it's about 10 of you all. It's like, I wish I lived with Coach Hall because I'm fired up right now. I'm always like this. You don't believe me? Go look me up. I bench pressed 435 pounds last week. Oh, that's good, Coach Hall, but look at your calves. I squatted 555 times last week. It's DNA, they just won't grow, but I can still jump with a 42-inch vertical, and I'll dunk on any of you all. And if I was on the court with you, I wouldn't let you have a layup, and I'll swat that thing to the stands. Because I had to learn how to play against the big dogs. So when I had a ball your age, I was playing against guys my size. And they were swatting my stuff. Then I learned how to do what Steph Curry can do when he's in there with those tall 7-footers. And then I grew up. And I could stop lifting weights. I could stop training because I'm not playing anymore. And I've been done for 4 or 5 years. And I could stop, but I'm not stopping. Because all those young guys down at Ohio State, they're not stopping. And Coach Hall is still down there at Ohio State. I'm one of the team chaplains. I'm there every Friday. I'm there every Sunday. I'm right in front of Coach Meyer, and I'm right here with Ezekiel Elliott. I'm with those guys every single week. And so when I go in the weight room, I'm going to be right with them every single week. Because I got to show them that no matter how old you are, and even if your dream gets taken from you, you can still dream up a new dream and use that passion to still help people, because I've been a person of significance since I made that decision, and nothing is ever going to stop me. My life is not about me. It's not about me. And your life cannot be about you. You got a good jump shot? Use it. And when you become a superstar and the papers come, you don't say, my mom and dad were my everything. Coach Bailey did something for us at these camps, bringing these speakers in. It changed my life. When you guys leave here, write down what else you want to be. Stop writing NBA down. Stop writing NFL down, because in the fall, you're probably going to play some football. Stop writing it down. Figure out what else you can do. Figure out where else you can go. Ask your mom and your dad, what can I do to help your life out? Ask your little sister, have I been a big brother, a good big brother? Ask your older siblings, like, how can I help you as a young brother? I'm tired of you picking on me, so what else can I do to help you? Next time you're at school, when school starts in 2 months, look around and see, because just because we're in the upper Arlington area, wherever you're from, it's people that struggle there too. Ask them, like, hey, man, here, take my pizza, or French fries or broccoli, because they don't like serving pizza anymore, I guess, whatever. Like, help some people out. Tell your mom, this year I don't want Christmas presents. Mom, find out some kids in the inner city, probably about 6 miles away, that never see Christmas. Say, just give them my presents. I don't want them. Give them a basketball. Let's figure out a way to get them a hoop. Like, that's how you become a person. I challenge you. Watch, I challenge you. If nothing else, I challenge you. Say, I'm giving up my Christmas this year. I'm giving up my Christmas. Whatever I thought I was getting for Christmas, I'm telling you to say, Mom, I'm giving up my Christmas. I'm giving it away. Whatever money you allotted, $200, $1,000, figure out an organization, a charity to give it to, a kid to give it to. That's what you do. You want to be significant? That's the challenge. All that stuff I did, raising my voice and yelling, I got issues like that because I just love giving back and talking. So be it. Give away your Christmas. That's the challenge. You got 6 months to think about it. Now, it sounds good today. Wait till you wake up when those new Jordan Retro Space Jams come out on December 17th. They come out on the 17th, I think. The retros, the ones with the patent leather with the blue, 11s, 200. See if you can give those away. It's just something to think about, man. Before you guys leave today, I brought you guys a card. I love graphic design. I'm a graphic designer. So we got this card we designed. And on the front, it's pretty cool, right? Roy for the Buckeyes, Roy for the Indianapolis Colts. But on the back, somewhat of a testimony. It talks about platform and purpose. I kind of mentioned it briefly up here. But I'm going to give every one of you guys one of these. Now, I don't have time to sign them all, but I can. So it just depends on your parents if they want to wait. But I'll be here until the last one of these is signed. If you guys want me to, I'll stick around. But I want you guys to take these home, and I want you to think about it. I don't want you to put it in your shoe or put it in some folder or say, like, this is not even a real card, so I'm not going to use it. No, this is what I need you guys to figure out how to read this. If some of the words are too big, ask your mom how to read it or your dad, because they could use it too. But I want you guys to keep this and think about it. And every time you think about this, just say, give up my Christmas. Give up my Christmas, because I want to be a person of significance. You guys have a great coach. They have a great staff. You guys have great leaders and great parents. If you notice, they haven't made a peep. They haven't nudged me off the stage, because this is good for you guys. And when the next speakers come, have enthusiasm, just like you would if you cheer for Ohio State, because you don't know any of those guys. But you guys got a big 6'3", 240 black guy with no hair that you could call your big brother. You know me now. You know me now. And so make sure you get to know the next speakers as well. I appreciate you guys. Again, coaches will pass out these cards, and I'll stick around, all right, to sign them for you guys if you want to. God bless you guys. Thank you.